legends, heroes, and poopy heads. Welcome to the Omni Flash channel, where Omni Flash will take gaming to the next level.
My name is Omni Flash, and I am your guide to the perfect world. Hey guys, there is a brand new event with this new update. This is Ascended. I'm Ascended 299, and the level cap has been risen to Ascended 119. And with this update, there is a new world boss event. The new world bosses allow you to get amazing rewards, even a possibility of a goblin pet. Now, these world bosses do have a possibility of spawning 7 times a day. Now, you're going to be happy to learn that it is during when the sun is up. It's going to be during the daytime and not when you are sleeping. It is not going to mess up your sleep cycle. This is actually going to be very, very beneficial. Just have to check up on the bosses. The bosses can spawn 7 times a day, and the 7 times you have to check is in-game time 14:15, 15:15, 16:15, 17:15, 18:15. Then there is a break for special events like Guild League, as like Void War. There's no world bosses until after Divine Valley, which is 22:15 and 23:15. Now, it can spawn any of those 7 times. To my experience, I've been going to these world bosses all day. It's about a 60% spawn rate. And what you're going to do is you can look at all these awesome items I got. Okay, see, I got the NOELLE shard, I got the BRAHMA shard. I didn't get a goblin, but there's a chance of a goblin. Also, amazingly, you can get continuous strikes, you can get purify, you can get revitalization, you can get devotion. All of those awesome brand new Eidolon skills that sell for 1 million gold each, you can get those. All you have to do is last hit these world bosses. That's right, this is free to play, so it really doesn't matter how much damage you do. So higher BR, it doesn't make you last hit faster. You just have to sort of like, I would recommend rapid casting to try to last hit. So maybe archers, maybe just different classes that has sort of like burst spells, like maybe a barrage, something when the boss is dying. You want to try to use your super rapid cast spells at the very last second. Maybe rapid fire for archer. Other classes also have really fast casting spells, like a blade master. Maybe use a comet blast. That's like 5 blasts really quickly when the boss is dying. So it really doesn't matter too much. These bosses do hurt. They kind of hurt. So what you can do, if you are a melee class, it's going to hurt a little bit. But if you are range class, you'll be able to fly up into the sky, or you can just stand back, maybe stand back about 14 meters, about 12 to 14 meters away from the boss. You're going to be okay. Now, if you are a class such as an assassin, you're going to probably need a barbarian to tank. That still might not help. You actually need probably a goblin. You'll need a goblin and a healer if you're an assassin. It's going to be a little tough for you. If you're an assassin, you might have to get out of the action, get back into the action when the boss is about to die. Because the only thing that matters when you get to these bosses is if you last hit. Alright, so these bosses spawn 7 times a day. It's going to be at 14:15, 14:10. So at 14:10, you want to. It's very important. You got to follow these tips. If you don't, you won't win. Just got at 14:10, you log on, and you'll find out if the boss is going to spawn. It's going to announce all over the screen that the boss is coming in 5 minutes. And it's going to announce a couple of times before 14:15 if the boss is going to show up. Now, if you log into the game, if you play at 14:10 and there's no indication that the boss is going to show up, then there won't be a boss for that hour. So far, it's spawned about 60% of the time. So about 60% of each of these spawn times. I think yesterday it spawned about 4 times, 4 out of 7 times. So it's 16, 14. There's only a couple places that these bosses can spawn. They can spawn in the Harshlands, Dragon Wilderness, Sea of Reality, and I think Windy Meadows. If you go to Sea of Reality, it might be, if the boss spawns in Sea of Reality, it might be a PvP contest since you don't get Sin there. So this could be a little bit tough in Sea of Reality. It's just going to be everyone killing each other and trying to get that last hit in. Because when you get that last hit in, you get some amazing prizes and a chance to get a chest with even more prizes. So after you kill this boss, there's a chance that you will get a chest, okay? In this chest is some really good goodies. And after you kill the boss, there might be a fight, but you just have to try to get back in. You got 10 minutes to get back in, just open that box. And if you can't do that without getting interrupted, you get those rewards. If you don't, if you do get interrupted, then the box can be opened by anyone, but same thing, they can be interrupted too. There can only be 6 chests per boss. All right, there's going to be spawned 2 bosses, so it's not bad. You might want to split up, try to have go to the boss with the least amount of people. It increases your chance of last hitting. So when you get to the boss, you do have to be sure to back up. If you're a ranged character, back up, because the boss currently does not move, which is absolutely great. This boss could be a whole lot harder if the boss actually moved. So ranged heroes have a whole lot of easier time. They can either fly up or stand back. But yeah, if you are a melee hero, you are going to need a party with healers to keep you alive. Also, if you are interested in getting the chest, it is important to go to the same boss with your guild. So I do recommend that you have your guild go with you. So if you do fight, then perhaps if you have guild protection on, then you won't be hitting your guild, and you'll be able to fight off the enemy and open your chest. So it's important to coordinate with your guild to go to the same boss. So this particular boss is in the Harshlands, and it's a little bit easier because there's no there's Sin, so you can't really see. There's another boss at the Sea of Reality, and the Sea of Reality, it is a huge fight because everyone wants to fight for the last hit. So this is a free to play, except for Sea of Reality. I can tell that it's going to be a huge fight, and it might be tough to get that last hit in. So, you know, if you're free to play, if you want to get that last hit in, you got to sneak in at the very last second and try to, like if you're an assassin, use your sub C, use your chi burst at the last second, and you'll be able to possibly last hit the boss and not die. Maybe use a tranquilizer, something that use Almighty do, something that keeps you invulnerable 5 seconds. So you run in, use your invulnerability, maybe chi burst. You have 5 to 7 seconds to deal some damage and hopefully hit that last hit. Everybody in your party, the 6 people in your party, will get rewards. So this is 100% last hit. Go ahead and put on all your gear for an attack, for just normal attack speed. Go ahead and get ready to use your barrage. Go ahead and get ready to use any skills that rapid fire. You want to last hit, maybe use your sub C so that you don't die at the very last second. So 100%, this is not just damage dealt. There are other teams nearby that combined, their damage is probably 5 times as much damage that I dealt but I got the rewards. Unfortunately, the chest did not drop, so I can't show you how to open the chest, but it's just basically a chest, and you just go over there and you open it, okay? You can't get interrupted, you can die, but you get 10 minutes to pick it up. So be sure to get over here with your guild and get those chests, get that possibility of free goblin, get those S-grade Pneumas, archaic scrolls. This is what you gotta do if you're free to play. You gotta hit these bosses. You can get as many rewards as the bosses spawn. It is unlimited. You can do it all day, alright? So be sure to like, subscribe, smash that notification bell, tell all your friends, and comment below to be entered to win a $25 iTunes or Google Play gift card
October 15th, 2021.